It's May 2022, my favourite month of the year.
Right, it's the merry month of May when
birds do sing, hey ding-a-ling-a-ling, sweet lovers love the spring.
Hooray!
So, Mum loves going out in the sunshine and inspecting the garden, and she's particularly pleased when baby David comes up. I took her down the pub, had a meal, went to see Mum, wheeled her around the place and had a nice old chat in the sunshine. That's great. Seen quite a lot of music this year. Matthew came up for the end of the jazz festival to inspect the Pate School Jazz Band. Mel unfortunately had to leave back for London town, which meant I went to see the great Robert Plant with Margaret and Seamus. I had a great time. He was a great singer as well. We also went to see David Gray. It's the White Ladder Tour. Mel and I's favourite song is Babylon. That was in London. This is the Secret Garden in Regent's Park, and then on to Vauxhall for a meal with my babies. Don't they look fine? They're all growing up. That's very nice. I spent a lot of time with Margaret and Seamus. First of all, the football, last game of the season. That's Pongo Pete between Chris and Seamus. And because of the last game, we go for a little pub crawl, West Cross Inn in the sunshine, and on to the Pilot where I worked in 76 and 77. Hasn't changed. Mr. Eccles had a really tough time, but I think he's on the road to recovery, as is Mr. Griffiths' poo hole.
Hi there, it's Jack's poo hole, and it's a quick message to Mike's poo hole to say welcome back to the world of poo holes. And nobody's got a more famous poo hole than Mr. Michael Griffiths, aka Guffer Griff. Welcome back.
We were then on a big long walk on the beach. This is Seamus looking horrified because he has to buy the ice creams, but he's still an old romantic, you know. And here's Margaret posing by the sewage pipes, looking very nice. Went off to her garden quite a few times, picking up stuff for the house. And Marcus the Mini, which is going from Daniel to Matthew. There were little sheeps bouncing around the place, and I have to say the garden was looking lovely. Though where Seamus keeps Margaret,
Looks like Seamus is keeping you captive in your chicken shed.
I think is a disgrace. The Margaret's garden looking absolutely beautiful with no help whatsoever from Seamus. But what they have got is this wonderful fridge. Seamus is at work. It's a chance to inspect it, see if there are any little goodies in there. And yes, there are. And I love eating whatever I find and sending photographs to Seamus. It's a great hobby to have. Now, the other thing we did was we went on, had a great time on boats with the gang from the band. Started off National Trust property. Everybody had to salute at Nigel and Janet as their officers. So just the three of us there, and then onto the boat, and we had a full briefing. Hoods came along, and we had to get to the last lock by 6:30. So we set off. It was a race against time, and you know what? Some things just can't be rushed, but we got through the locks, but we made a big mistake because Nigel is driving. See that map? He should be map reading. I got to here, that's Worcester Cathedral, missed it, went the wrong way. We got horribly lost, but never mind, because Jenny and Zena cooked a lovely meal. We kind of found somewhere to move for the night, and the next day was a fabulous day, beautiful day, past Worcester Cathedral and the rowing, everybody in extremely good moods, going along the little Droitwich Canal. Look at these two gorgeous men here. And everywhere you pointed the camera, you got a beautiful shot. Jenny looking just as gorgeous as the boys, and there they are again, posing on a bridge. The canals are really quite a remarkable construction, and we had to stop it for a little brunch, and there we are in the galley, and I had a beautiful waitress to serve me my bacon and egg butty. Very happy about that. We're a good, happy old bunch, and we know how to pose. Yes, we do. So we kind of carried on going. Ian tried to take the helm, but the queen of the boat was Janet, and precision steering, I have to say. Here we're on Droitwich, And before we knew where we were, was Jenny at the front with Mel, having a good time there in the sunshine. Everybody was very happy. We got to the tunnel, but Janet got us through the tunnel, no problems at all. And then Ian and Zena took their lock duties extremely seriously. And these locks are a thing of wonder. These canals 200 years old now. This is where we moored for the night. We had a nice drink by the boat before going to a crummy old pub. Next day, bit grey, but we're still pretty happy. We got through the locks in kind of record time, seeing all the wildlife, navigated the boat round, went for a meal, all a big success. And what's going on in Cheltenham? Well, you know, when the weather's poor, I went off to the outdoor swimming pool because I worked out that's when it was emptiest. The house is looking good, I have to say. And Steve and Amir putting the silver birch in and the red acer, that's very good. And Guns and Keith, they're getting ready to put the railings in, so that's where the railings are going to go. Thomas gave me this.
Keith, what do you think of this fire pit?
Absolutely marvellous. Can you please find me the link and send it to me?
Bath.
Now, Keith there is the Rudolf Nureyev of digger driving. He's like a ballet dancer with his digger, skims all the kind of turf off, and then mulches off. The whole lawn was prepared with that digger. And I think the boys loved doing it because you after a few hours you can see a maximum result. You can see the whole thing starting to come along very nicely from up high. You can see it taking shape. There's the hornbeam at the back, and Mel came up, did a lot of watering, and the irises were looking beautiful. So it's looking good in the back garden, looking good inside the house as well. Steve has pulled his finger out. Everybody here, including the kitchen. The kitchen's being put into place, which is here's the worktop being, and you can start to see Mel's vision taking place, which is really nice. So the idea is it's very traditional at the back of the house, moving towards being more, not contemporary, but different at the back. The downstairs loo and the decking all coming along beautifully. My favourite room is the landing, and this is where I've lived for a whole year, and I'm finally moving out. Yes, Guns and Amir moving out. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the turtle disappearing off around the corner.
So we also get all the furniture delivered in, and the Aardvark boys have been brilliant. 4 moves got us there. That means my big old telly's there, and we've also got this remarkable effect. Now the rest of this video is a little walk around the house, so I hope you enjoy it. So exactly 2 years ago, I was living happily in number 5 Victoria Walk, and suddenly news came out that number 16 was for sale. Ooh, we thought that sounds really interesting. So let's go and have a look and see what we can see. Well, the first thing you'll see is number 18 Victoria Walk, which is being smartened up as we speak, and the driveway is going to have gravel. Now, did I mention that this house came complete with Mel? Well, yes, it did. Hello, Mel.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I come in?
Yes, please. So we're going to walk in here, and what are we going to see? In through the front door. Well, I think the first thing we're going to see is
Welcome.
welcome. Look at that. Now this is the new limestone floor here, so I hope you can all see. Through here, staircase to the left, grandfather clock's going to be there, barrel ceiling, Tiffany light, and we come into what I think we're going to call the garden room. We're going to call this the garden room, I think. Let's have a little look here. Steve's stuff is still around. And the first thing we notice is the kitchen. That's fantastic. Mel, do you like your new kitchen?
Yes, thank you very much.
What do you like about
I'm
it?
going to cook away here, chat to you while you're in your chair, and look at our beautiful tree. I'm going to reach into my fridge and get myself a little glass of something.
Sounds good. Now, while Mel's doing all of that, I will be reclining here on a massive, massive television just here, and our new sofas, a table here, get rid of all this stuff here from Steve, a couple of recliners. Now, behind the wood, what's going to be the wood behind the wood, Mel? Garden, yes, there's going to be a bifolds there. And then if you come along here, new recliners, and there's another view of the kitchen. Let's have a quick look at the utility room, which I think is going to be splendiferous.
Let me put a light on for you.
No, yes please, Mel, go on, off you go.
If I can remember which one it is.
So that big cabinet there's got the washing machine and dryer in. Be a fridge in the middle. That's the boiler, and this is going to be the home. A flash to the dog down here on the floor. We've got a back door so he can go out for his morning constitution. So there you go, there is the garden room, hopefully going to be full of lots and lots of lovely plants. Now the next, now Melanie would like to show us all please the cloakroom.
Only cloakroom.
It's we decided to go for white with a touch of no, it's an almond colour. We've got the old chest of drawers there. We're going to have a workstation here for our bambinos who'll all be able to work from home, so that's all very good. Downstairs here, we won't go down there now, it's the boiler room. This area has been redesigned from the original architect's drawings and the grandfather clock there. The next room, please, Melanie, is the downstairs loo.
Downstairs loo.
And what would you like to say about the downstairs loo?
Never a dull poo.
Come on. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is how you this.
Never a dull poo.
Never a dull poo. That's our motto there. Look at this fabulous window, mirror, lights, wash basin, and this is the original floor here. Look at that. Isn't that
Still needs a
beautiful?
bit of love.
Still needs a bit of love. Now, the most important room in the whole house is my room, where the usual rules of cleanliness and tidiness do not apply. And yes, let's have a look in here.
It's lovely and light.
It's lovely and light with the windows all been done. That's very nice. There's my desk. It's going to go there. Marvellous. I'm going to cover these walls with pictures. It's kind of a bluey green picture here. Look at that. Look at that. It's octagonal. Let's go and look at the sitting room, please. Or as we call it in these parts of the world, the music room. Now, Mel, why are we going to call it the music room?
No TV.
No TV. And what else is it going to have in there?
Piano, guitars.
Right, come on,
Saxophone.
open up then, young lady. Yes, notice the new radiators throughout the house. Limestone floors. Yes, this is not quite finished yet, but you can see we've got the old fire surround that was in the house. We've got the radiators here. Best thing about these rooms, these magnificent windows looking out here. And yes, going to have the piano, guitars, all sorts of things in here. Right, so that's downstairs. We're very pleased with downstairs. Basically, the limestone floor will go right the way out onto the patio to connect the whole thing up. And then for the rest of the house, we have this carpet, which is everywhere. It's ubiquitous, is that the right word? Ubiquitous. Here's Melanie, the fine view there going up the stairs. Yes, here we go, up the stairs.
This bit needs a bit of a hoover.
Bit of a, we probably won't see that on the video. This is my favourite room. And it is the landing. Who'd have thought a landing would be the favourite room, hey? But here we go. There's
Your one's huge chest of drawers.
it's going to be there. Very good.
Chest of drawers.
Now let's have a look at Mel and her choice of study colour. Here we go. As you know, she's very shy. So expect me. Look at that. That's quite something, isn't it? There's the window. That looks good. Here's the old chest of drawers. There's the carpet, which is everywhere. Fantastic. Now, if you think that's a strong colour, Mel, let's go forward to the next room. Yes.
Into the guest room.
Into the guest room. Here we go. Now, any vampires amongst you, you might like this. Now, Mel calls this cola. I call it dried blood. It's got a magnificent window here. So that's all pretty good there. Is there an ensuite here, Melanie?
There's a little shower.
Oh, a little shower in here.
That's a little refresh.
Okay, here we go.
Decent floor.
We've got a nice shower room there. Look at that going up. And oh, it works, blimey. And if we look round
It's stuck
here,
in, but somebody's probably nicely cleaned
there's
it.
a nice sink there. And another throne room there. Oh, yes, it's all here. Little window out.
Bit of glass and
Little bit of
sink.
glass. That's all very good,
Don't
isn't
get
it?
too close.
Don't get to, I'm afraid we have. Right, let's keep going, Melanie. Look at that for a window. Beautiful, amazing. That's the original window with double glazing put in. Don't ask me how they did it, but they did it. They worked their magic. Okay. We're going to go through now into the bathroom. The family bathroom. The one stipulation Mel had to have a bath big enough for 4 grandchildren. So if you're watching this, get on with it. That's what I want to say. Just get on with it. Have some few sproglets.
Just have a little shower if you want.
You know, you can have a shower if you prefer a shower. But here we have the magnificent bath. There we are.
So I just
The
have to-
YMCA. And Mel likes doing this, as you can see. There we are. And then there's a beautiful sink there. There's no. Then we come into what we colloquially call the snore room. I've got no idea why it's called the snore room. But here's the super king size bed for guests. And there's the window out, so you can start to see the view. And I'm particularly fond of this railings here, which I think really enhances and complements the room. Right, Mel, keep on walking. We're going to go into the main bedroom. Here we go, there she goes. Top designer Mel, she wants you to know that all the colours here are on a palette and they all have to speak to each other, which is what we hope you're seeing here.
Little dressing room.
Now the idea here is we have a dressing room behind us and then the main windows there. Now Mel would like to open, I think the lock will do it. This is a new bed, king size bed, new sideboards, and then this is where I will bring Mel her morning cup of tea. And a quick look out here now. Quick look out here. The lawn's just been there, and there is the hornbeam tree. So good they made Roman chariots out of it. That's pretty magnificent, isn't it? Pretty magnificent. And there's the garden. There'll be a fight between Darius and Thomas. See who can mow it. May the best man win. That's all I can say. This needs to be all taken off. We've got a nice old decking going all the way along the back of the house. So that's rather beautiful. And then Mel thinks this is going to be our ensuite. Let me tell you, I'll have her out of here within a fortnight. Just disgusting behaviour. And
Shush.
yes, a little suit. Look at that, and there's a nice shower there. So Mel will have the family bathroom, and this will be mine. Do you think that's right, Mel?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yes. Now we've got one last little thing to show you. If we look at all this, nice colour scheme here. What colours have we got in here, Mel?
Can't remember.
Old white and clunch and Wimborne white. All these colours. Yes, they all need to speak to each other. There we've got the staircase going up. Now when we moved into the house, the roof was falling down and there were buckets up here, lots of buckets, collecting rainwater, and it was all a bit of a mess really. But it's changed considerably. So going into the attic. Now see, here we go. Look at this for a colour scheme. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Mel, what would you call this colour scheme?
Yeah, cottage blue.
Cottage blue, there we are. And I'd like to show that we've got
It's called slow blue.
we've got a little storeroom here, which I've already managed to acquire part of for my photographs. You can see that in there. I was very happy to give up that space for me. And then the other space.
Ooh, big space in here.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's two. Secret little reading nook over here.
Yes,
I'm going to put a little armchair in here.
very nice.
Lovely view of the garden.
And in here,
Another bathroom with no floor. And good.
oh, there we go. Look at this little shower room in here. Here we go. Look at that. That's all fine. Do you like this room?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we do, this bed down here needs to be assembled. So it's Matthew's old bed. And as Mel's already pointed out, this is a new window. And lovely view of the garden. If you look up there, you can actually see the escarpment. So I think that's the end of our tour, isn't it, Mel? So we are hoping to be in here permanently by the end of June. And it's the end of May now.
Yes, well, end of June, end of July.
No, end of June, Mel.
End of June.
End of June. Yeah, we're very happy. Okay, say goodbye, Mel.
Bye.